the Insane Clown Posse's 32nd annual Halloween show in Detroit, the Hallowicked Clown Show. It was also streaming live on pay-per-view on an app called VEEPS. We did a watch-along commentary type gimmick last night. We live streamed that. Go check that out. The show did not include any actual live JCW wrestling from the venue. They showed a couple of pre-taped segments from recent episodes of Lunacy, including a clip where Mickey Knuckles has returned. I did see that Matt Cardona became JCW champion last night, and I would assume that they are saving this content for future episodes of Lunacy, especially with this Vince Russo angle. But more on that in a later video. So the show kicks off with the openers, the musical acts. The first being Alla Xul Elu, a horrorcore act that recently departed Twiztid's record label M&E on rather sour terms. Some allegations and insinuations aimed at Jesse Matrix and the Child Monoxide of the same caliber and narrative that is really quite popular among Twizzlers, which is rather ironic, as it seems they were doing the very same thing that they kept claiming or insinuating that the Insane Clown Posse and Psychopathic were doing to them. Anyway, don't get me started. So Xul comes out, right? And they come out with a very recognizable set of props. The heads of Jesse Matrix and the Child Monoxide. One of them punts poor Jesse Matrix's head into the crowd. I think another one just kind of threw the Child Monoxide's head into the crowd, which is kind of fresh, but also kind of petty and in bad taste at the same time. And I knew immediately that a bunch of Twizzlers and the like would be feeling a certain type of way about this. Oh, and they are. And after their performance, Axe went on to social media, posting a couple of pictures of the heads, and even sharing this fun video of them playing catch backstage. Notice that one of the three in the group, Joe Black, is not involved with any of this. No diss songs, no heads, no goofing off with the heads. I wonder what Joe Black is thinking. Anyway, Axe's set was okay. It's not really my cup of tea. They did seem to have some audio issues. It seemed like one of the mics in general was kind of lower mixed or cutting in and out, or maybe not on at all at times. Their sound got a little better as their set went on.
But there's only so much you can do when you're rapping through a mask and you're cupping the microphone at the same time.
Next was King Gordy, who seemed to suffer from some of the same microphone sound issues. Some people in the pay-per-view chat were insinuating that he was lip-syncing. I do believe he was actually rapping his vocals, but the hype men were definitely doing some heavy lifting, and he was rapping super low on the mic. I don't know, maybe not at all. But I mean, his lip-syncing was super on point anytime that they showed. If he was lip-syncing, I should say, it was super on point, because anytime they showed a close-up of him, he was hitting all the words. I wish the same could be said for one Bizarre. Bizarre from D12 came out towards the end of the set. I think the last song of the set, actually. And he struggled to find the beat.
This morning, just pop the pill, punches and torture set, verbally kill. White lover, said he down with Usher. This was the play, Drake was down the buffer, crazy was there.
Bizarre been rapping for like 35 years, still can't find the beat.
Chris was there.
King Gordy closes his set by humping a speaker on stage.
So everybody, I want you just I want you just your albums are disgusting. Justin Bieber, we're going to kill you. I wanna hurt you, Justin.
And yes, you are correct. The song that you are hearing is about graping Justin Bieber. King Gordy's lyrics are extreme, to say the least. Probably one of the most controversial horrorcore rappers of all time. And I always wonder how a Juggalo audience is going to take King Gordy. I'm honestly not sure how it went. So that's two former M&E groups on the Hallowicked lineup. Axe and Lars, King Gordy and Bizarre were Lars on MNE for at least an hour. And Bizarre being there really got me thinking. Was Eminem there too? Was he backstage? Was he going to come out during Trick Trick's set and do Welcome to Detroit? But before Trick Trick, they actually had Ouija Mac play, which surprised me. Now, Ouija's set was dope, and he got the crowd's energy up a little bit, but there was no DJ Chunk on the ones and twos. No DJ Chunk, and his instrumental track was mixed a little bit low, it seemed to me. Or at least that's how it came through to the pay-per-view audience, to me at home sitting watching on my TV. If you were in the room, let me know what the experience was like. If any of these audio issues that I'm talking about played out differently in the room, which is low-key what I suspect. I think this was, I think these were pay-per-view audio issues only. Ouija's set was dope, a bit short. I feel like it was maybe shorter than King Gordy's. Next up was Trick Trick, who came out with a full band, and his sound was excellent. He did end up doing Welcome to Detroit City, and for a second, I thought Eminem might really pop out. But alas, he did not. But I was still holding out hope. Maybe Marshall was still backstage. Maybe he was gonna come out during ICP. Who are next? The Insane Clown Posse were up next, and they come out in these weird-ass black robes and masks. They open with dead pumpkins in front of a bare black curtain. And for a second, I thought maybe this is the set. Maybe they do a whole set with nothing. It being the era of the Knot. Maybe it's the set is gonna be nothing. Like the Knot CD booklet, just blacked out. But by the end of the song, they take the robes off, they take the masks off, and they reveal that they are wearing Patrick Star in SpongeBob SquarePants jersey. Shaggy Too Dope as SpongeBob SquarePants and Violent J as Patrick Star, respectively. Shaggy's paint is yellow and black, Jay's paint is pink and black, DJ Clay is Squidward. It's very fresh. The stage set is Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob's Pineapple House is actually physically on the stage, not just painted into the backdrop. Really fresh set. Really fresh costume gimmick and set. But they basically did the tour set, or at least the skeleton of the tour set. There were some alterations, that being Dead Pumpkins, Halloween on Military Street, Goblin, and they closed with If I Were a Serial Killer. Some replacements and alterations to the tour set list. So honestly, that's quite a bit of changes. That's 4 songs and taking some songs off. That's quite a bit of changes from the tour set list. At this point, my hope that Eminem would come out was dwindling down to almost nothing, but I still was holding out hope. Oh, foolish pride. Maybe they would let him freestyle over the extended instrumental that plays during the Faygo Armageddon song. And the Insane Clown Posse bring out Esham and Twiztid, and they all have a big group hug right there on stage in Detroit. Meanwhile, backstage, Alla Xul Elu are looking even more stupid than they usually do. This was my hope. This did not happen. But right before Faygo Armageddon, Renee Too Dope, Shaggy's wife, and Lucha Lili, Shaggy's kid, came out, and they were throwing some Faygo. DJ Clay was showing his kid how to launch some Faygos as well. Probably the most wholesome moment of the show for me. My favorite and the most wholesome moment of the show for me. Other than Twiztid's heads rolling into the crowd. What do you think about acts getting more into prop work with their act? Should they introduce Smashing Watermelons next? Or would the ghost of Gallagher sue? Is it in bad taste, cringe, and petty that grown men in spooky dookie bootleg Joker Leatherface / fiction masks to be throwing realistic props of their former bosses' heads into the crowd at Hallowicked in an attempt to win over certain individuals in the Juggalo community? Purely speculation. Let me know what you think. If you were at Hallowicked or watched at home on VEEPS, hit the like and subscribe gimmick to help Jesse Matrix and the Child Monoxide find their melons. Thank you very much. I love you, and whoop whoop.